Hello everyone, how are you today? It's pretty cold again in Brisbane this morning, but the sun's shining outside and the sky's blue and it looks like a lovely day. So I've got some paper today. So I've got one bit of paper and I'm going to fold my piece of paper in half. So I'm going to put it down here and I'm going to do a sharp crease along the top. Okay, so it's in half. Then I'm going to take this top corner and fold it down like that and make a crease like that. Then I'm going to fold it over so the fold will go either way. Then I'm going to take this corner up like that and fold it on this side too. So I've got cross-shaped folds there. And then I'm going to fold it in this way and this way. So I've got a fold there and a fold there and a fold there on both sides at that end. Then I'm going to do the same with this end. I'm going to fold it down that way and fold it that way. I'm going to fold this up there like that. Then I'm going to fold it back the other way too. Then I'm going to do a crease like that and a crease like that. So now I've got a bit of folded paper with lots of crease lines on it. Can you see all the creases? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up like this. Then I'm going to bend on that fold there so there's a pointy bit. Then I'm going to fold that down like that, all right, and I'm going to tuck this bit in there. So I've got a triangle end on my bit of paper. Then I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to fold that bit out there like that. Then I'm going to fold it down like that. And I'm going to fold it in. So both sides are tucked in. Can you see what I've made? I've made a tent. And I've made a tent today because this morning's story from the Hebrew Bible, the first reading we have at church, is about two people called Abraham and Sarah. And Abraham were very, very old. They were both about 100 years old. And they lived in a tent because the people they were part of all lived in tents and travelled around to different places during the year. So instead of a house, they had a huge tent with everything they needed inside it. And they had animals that they used for food and to carry all their things in their tent to other places. Now one day, Abraham and Sarah were at home with all their servants. They didn't have any children, but they had people to help look after them. When suddenly, 3 people came to visit them, and God was with them. God came to talk to Abraham and Sarah. And Abraham and Sarah made the people welcome and got them some dinner. And God said to Abraham, "You and Sarah are going to have a baby." And you know what Sarah did? She laughed because she was old enough to be a grandmother and she knew she was too old to have a baby. And God said to Sarah, "You laughed." And Sarah said, "No, I didn't." But God said, "You laughed," because God knew that Sarah had laughed. And do you know what happened? Abraham and Sarah had a baby the next year. Because when God says something is going to happen, it happens. God keeps God's promises. So today we're going to make tents. I've made one already. You could make a tent like this, or you could make a tent at home with a sheet and the furniture, or you could make a tent from a box. And we're making tents to remember that God, when God promises something, God keeps God's promise. Do you think you can remember that? It's been good talking to you. You keep safe, you keep well, and I'll see you soon. Bye.